Hi, I'm going to look in this ad hoc film. I'm going to look at something I've already looked at because I've got some new film. This film relates to this citation or tag for the film, which is from the United States National Archives. That's why I think it went unnoticed for a long time. This is a mid-shot and close-ups of the British troops at Dockboard Transport, mid-shots of Prime Minister Winston Churchill, Ernest Bevin, Sir Alan Brooke and General Jan Christian Smuts observe embarkation of British troops. Well, today I was down at the docks and I managed to take this film, and really I've always been disappointed because I could not get a proper view of the film of the dock where they were standing, but you can pretty well say that they were standing somewhere on this space. This is down at 36, berth 36, 38, down at the dock head, and you can understand why it was one of the principal berths for the troop ships, because you can see that present-day container ship berth there. If it's able to take that ship, it obviously took Second World War troop ships as well, and they were lined up along here. In the distance, far distance, you can see the Itchen Bridge, and that's Woolston over the other side of the water. There's the new waterworks you can see over there. And as we pan round, you might be able to see the tower from, there's the Western Shore, the flats in Western Shore. We hopefully can just about make out the top of Netley Chapel. Well, somewhere on there is Netley Chapel. And there we're looking down the Southampton water to the Solent, the Isle of Wight in the distance. Marchwood and Hythe are over there on the right. So obviously you can see why this was such a popular place for the embarkation fleet. And here we get Churchill arriving. It's quite incredible because as a young man, as a soldier in South Africa, Churchill was of course a prisoner of the South Africans. And there he is with Jan Smuts, was one of his closest advisors. And here he obviously wants to rally his troops, but this would have been secret. And that's why I don't think it's found much popularity on British sites, this piece of film, because it was on the US National Archives. That's Bevin in the foreground and Smuts in between us and Churchill. On the right hand side you can see another US cameraman winding up his camera. Oh, this is a letter to the Prime Minister from Admiral Ramsay, saying he doesn't like the idea of taking him over to France because of course Churchill wanted to lead the D-Day invasion. There it says in one of the lines, the Belfast flagship. So he had there were provisional arrangements in place to take Churchill over there to lead the D-Day invasion, but in that letter Ramsay says, you've asked me to be secret, keep your proposal secret, he says, but under the command structure I must tell my superior officer of this proposal. So he says he had to tell General Eisenhower, who was his commander-in-chief, of course, of the proposal, and Eisenhower just wouldn't have it. He wouldn't have Churchill going over, risking Churchill, and even Ramsay himself was opposed to it. He didn't want the responsibility of having Churchill on one of his ships, and so he opposed it as well. So in the end, Churchill had to concede to the requests of both Ramsay and Eisenhower, and eventually got there, but that was 6 or 7 days later. There you can see him landing on Normandy and talking to Montgomery.